Mr. Speaker, sir, in the early hours of 11 October 2016, I received an urgent call from my volunteers. A fire had broken out the market in Jurong Central. Rushing down to the scene, I found the wet market and the adjacent eating house completely destroyed. A nearby coffee shop was also severely damaged and would remain closed for months. Immediately, we rallied our volunteers to support the affected hawkers, who was devastated by the loss of their businesses. I reached out to NEA for the relief of alternative cooked food stores and market stalls at nearby hawker centres in the West, offering the hawkers a temporary place to continue their livelihood while we began to explore options for rebuilding. With the help of Southwest CDC, we were able to quickly provide emergency relief funds to support them through these first difficult days. But the challenge was far from over. We faced two options: either construct a temporary market within 6 to 12 months, or undertake a faster rebuild of the burnt market back to the original condition, which would take 12 to 18 months. Building a temporary market will cost about $750,000, a daunting figure that we will have to fundraise. After consulting with hawkers, nearby residents, volunteers, construction experts, and the government agency, we chose to go ahead with the temporary market for several reasons. Firstly, the hawkers wanted to stay close to the original market location to continue serving their loyal customer. They needed to earn their livelihood. Secondly, residents value the convenience of having their favorite stores nearby. And lastly, we saw an opportunity not just to restore what was lost, but to create something better for the hawkers and the community and the residents. Together, we took the challenge and against all odds, raised the funds and built the temporary market in just 6 weeks, far faster than the industry expert had predicted. Much faster than the industry expert had predicted. By the end of 2016, the stallholders were back in business. And on 1st of January 2019, we opened a new market and eating house known as the Jurong Central Plaza. A 2-story complex also includes a senior day care centre on the upper floor, providing valuable services to elderly communities. The reason we were able to build the temporary market in just 6 weeks instead of 6 months was the unwavering commitment of the entire government to support the hawkers during this crisis. The extraordinary achievement would not have been possible without the dedication and collaboration of our partners. I want to express my heartfelt thanks to the donors, the HDB, the NEA, PUB, SCDF, and all the government agencies whose collective effort make this a reality. During the period from 2016 to 2018, my team and I effectively became the developers and operators of the temporary market. We gained a deeper understanding of the hawkers' challenges and the nuances of operating a hawker store. I recall that when I first provided the list of available stores managed by NEA to the cooked food storeholders affected by the fire, their initial concern was the rental rates. When they learned that some stores could be rented for as low as $1 per month, they were immediately skeptical. The hawkers were forthright, expressing that while the rental rates were important, their primary concern was foot traffic and community reach. The experience of managing a temporary market and overseeing the rebuilding of a new market and eating house proved to be invaluable when I later worked with NEA to reopen the Jurong West Hawker Centre in the West Coast GRC. The old Jurong West Market and Hawker Centre faced significant challenges. They faced significant challenges to stay afloat, battling fierce competition from the nearby food court and the 24-hour supermarket, and the isolated location of its cooked food stores on the second level, hidden away from the public eyes at the street level have given them more challenges. To ensure the success of the new centre, we conducted a survey of over 2,000 nearby residents to better understand their preferences for wet market stalls, cooked food stalls, or a combination of both. The result revealed that more residents prefer a combination of both. However, when we examined the responses more closely, we found that many of those who expressed a preference for wet market stalls had hardly or rarely, if ever, shopped there, and some had visited only once in a blue moon. This insight gave us valuable perspective on the real needs and habits of the community. With this insight, we make the decision to focus solely on cooked food stalls, making use of both the ground floor and second levels with easy access via the escalators. Today, the revitalized Jurong West Hawker Centre is doing much better than before. The tenants pay a fixed rental fee to the socially conscious enterprise hawker centre operator of the Jurong West Hawker Centre, Changcheng, rather than through a price bidding system. The tenants also receive rental discount in the first couple of years of operation. The operator organizes fringe activities periodically to bring in more crowd, and the operator also plans to offer discount vouchers to vulnerable families. In addition, many of us have local schemes to help our residents better cope with the rising cost of living. In Nanyang Division, for example, Blue Charles card holders can apply for multiple $1 breakfast voucher to exchange for the $3 breakfast set from two main coffee shops at Block 815 and 859 of Jurong West. At Area Raja Kipo, low-income residents receive $50 WeCare vouchers monthly to spend at local shops, including local hawker centres. The above experiences underscore the government's steadfast support for our hawkers, as well as our support to our vulnerable residents to mitigate the impact from rising food costs. The very concept of hawker centres was championed by the PAP government, and today, Singapore's hawker culture is recognized on UNESCO represented list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Are we perfect? Certainly not. Nothing is perfect. But we continue to listen, adapt, and improve to support our hawkers and Singaporeans who are patrons of the hawker centre. Mr. Speaker, sir, in Mandarin, please. 一早先生在2016年10月的时候，当伊朗中的巴萨和首饰中心发生火患时，56位摊主瞬时失去他们的生计。面对突如其来的困境，我立即召集了基层领袖、义工以及受影响的摊主们，与监狱发展局、国家环境局等相关部门展开紧急磋商，决定尽快为摊主们搭建一个临时的巴萨。原本预计需要6个月的施工时间，我们却在6个星期内顺利建成了临时巴萨。11月份的火灾到了12月底，圣诞节左右，受灾的摊主们已经能重新开张营业。这一切能够顺利完成，得益于建筑发展局、国家环境局、民防部队、公用事业局及其他政府部门的全力支持。同时，我们也得到了众多善心人士的捐助，才能将临时巴萨如此迅速地落成。经过2年的过渡期，新的2层楼裕朗中大厦终于在2019年1月1号正式营业，为小贩们提供了崭新的营业场所，空间更为宽敞，也为居民提供了一个更加舒适的购物和用餐的环境。在2016至2018的期间，我和我的团队不仅需要营运临时巴萨，还要筹备新巴萨和食堂的建设。这个过程充满了挑战和复杂性。然而，正是这段经历，让我们更加深刻地理解小贩们日常经营的辛劳与不易。这段宝贵的经验，在我后来参与西海岸集选区 从旁协助国家环境局重新规划伊朗西小贩中心的过程中很有帮助。新的伊朗西小贩中心打破了以往只有2楼有熟食摊位的设计，而是将熟食摊位设在1楼和2楼，选择更加多样化，而且一目了然。如今，新的伊朗西小贩中心已经营运1年多，吸引的人流明显增加，大家可以更方便的享受美食。议长先生，这2个例子充分的展示了政府和民间团体在改善小贩营运环境、提升本地美食多样性方面的共同努力。与此同时，劳资政也一直在不懈的努力，让国人能够享受到更优质、更丰富的本地美食。Mr. Speaker, sir, the examples cited above showcase our continuous support for our hawkers. Thus, I fully support the motion as amended by Mr. Edward Chia. Thank you.